I always do that. I always forget to click the mute button off when I change the transition. What is going on, guys? Today is the 24th of February. We're going to be jumping on in to everything that's happening. We had a lot of stuff happen over the course of the past 24 hours. Actually, over the past, 15 hours or so, a lot of things have changed the markets, have changed the game. This is kind of a last minute live stream. We were supposed to be getting together with the team from AQUA. Again, I've been telling you guys about them and what they're trying to do in the Cosmos ecosystem, or I should say in the Juno ecosystem. Really interesting project. Unfortunately, with things actually happening and the way things are, we postponed that interview. And I think it's actually fitting because I think we need to have a really good talk. Not only about the Cosmos ecosystem, of course, we're going to be focused in there, but we need to have a really good talk about truly and realistically what we are actually dealing with and what we're looking at and where we might be going in the short to near future and in the long term as well, guys, because I think a lot of people are actually kind of just getting their emotions all worked up and they're actually kind of just, just falling. I don't want to say falling for the trap, but they're falling for the emotional trap, the shock value of things. And I kind of want to bring everybody back down and cool people down a little bit and give them a realistic perspective. Not to say that mine is absolute or anything like that, but I want to give them some food for thought, some perspective, things to think about as we move forward through this volatility, through this uncertainty, and through all of this mess that we are all dealing with throughout the world. So that's the focus for today, guys. As you can see, I'm even starting off the Dow Jones chart. We're on the daily time frame. Of course, I'm still using Market Cipher as my primary oscillator and indicator tool of choice. And that's where we're going to... Hey, what's up, Moto? Every time I see my brother Moto from the Philippines say stuff in Filipino, if you guys don't know I'm Filipino, I kind of chuckle inside a little bit. So what's going on, Moto? What's up, man? Oliver, everybody in chat, guys. But that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be trying to really just give you guys some food for thought more than anything, and kind of I'll give you guys my personal position and how I'm dealing with this volatility within my own personal portfolio. Before I do that, if you guys would do me a huge favor, I know you guys are, or at least some of you guys are out there because I follow you guys. If you guys would copy this link, definitely don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. But if you would, please share this this video with other people out there on social media. Let them know that we are live right now, and let's try to grow this stream, because admittingly I am trying to grow. I can only do that with your guys' support. So if you guys would, please help me out. Help everybody in the Cosmos ecosystem out. Let's get this video out there to as many people as possible. So please like, retweet my tweet that I originally put out there. I'm so bad. I need to put these tweets out there myself. But yeah, this is, let me just go here, guys. Ugh, I'll just share it with you guys. I'm so unprofessional. I'm just a normal dude. Doing my thing. I don't have a production team or anything just yet. Actually, Nick and Jacob are sleeping, so I'm flying solo. But yeah. Let me share with you guys this link real quick. If you guys would share this link, guys. Boom, boom. I think that's the link to my. Let me be sure. Yeah. Share this link, guys. Give you guys some weird stuff that I was looking at. But yeah, okay, so road to 1K subs, man. Yeah, we're trying, and don't forget, guys, let everybody else know as well. When we get to 1,000 subscriptions, guys, here on YouTube, I'm giving away to 2 lucky individuals pretty big bags of crypto, especially if the market does what I'm thinking it's going to do. I'm telling you right now, you guys don't want to sleep on that. The odds are pretty good, guys. Think about it. You got 1 in 1,000. Well, I guess 2 in 1,000, because I'm giving it away to 2 lucky individuals. That's pretty good odds, especially for, I'm not going to tell you guys the amount. It's a pretty good amount of crypto. And I just want to give back to the people that's been helping me grow. So yeah, do me a favor, let everybody know, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Let's jump on into it, guys. Serious, I have no idea what you just said, because I saw a message and then message retracted. But let's go ahead and talk about some things real quick. Okay, I usually start off with the Cosmos ecosystem. We're going to start off with the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, the SPX, yada, 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 because I think this has a lot of weight when we're looking, obviously, at the crypto market. When this market dumps, the traditional market dumps, we're going to follow suit. It doesn't matter what asset or what ecosystem you're in. You're going to be following suit with what the traditional market does. So we have to pay close attention to what's happening within these traditional markets and how these investors and these traders are dealing and viewing the markets at the moment, guys. Good morning. Serious, good morning. Right now, the thing I want to show you guys, again, we're on the daily time frame. We're zoomed out quite a bit, and I'm still using Market Cipher as my obvious tool of choice to help me along and read these charts, but I'm going to zoom out for you guys. Okay. And this is before I share with you guys anything I have charted. What have you guys noticed right now as I zoom out? Actually, let's do this. Let's go to the monthly. This will show you everything. What is this chart showing you guys? I'll wait a second. Tell me what you guys are seeing right here, because this is a open discussion. I want to have this with you guys. Let me know, what are you guys seeing in this chart? Again, this is the Dow Jones. This is the traditional market, which gives us a pretty good snapshot of how the overall stock market is, right? What are you guys seeing in this chart? Because I'll tell you quite easily what I see. No guesses? All right, I see up and to the right. Yes, I see a lot of volatility, but I see up and to the right. Nothing but up and to the right, to be honest with you guys. No, again, we're looking at the whole big picture here, guys. From the very start of when we started tracking this is back in 1897. And we've gone through a lot of stuff since 1897, okay? We have been doing nothing but up and to the right. Yes, the markets have evolved. The markets have changed. They are nothing like even a third of what this chart actually represents. Things were a lot different, you know. I was trying to hold that cough in. Globally, and in economic wise, you know, and things like that. The picture was a lot different, but it has been nothing. What's up, David? It's only been up and to the right. If you look at this now, I'm going to share with you guys some things that I've been charting, and I want you guys to really take this in. Okay. Yeah. Multiple touches on the 200 SMA. Yeah. Yep. Multiple threads through as well to the 200 SMA. Totally. A lot of volatility, yes. But that's what comes with this game, okay? If you're long-term investors, if you guys actually consider yourself investors, I want you guys to compose yourself like investors. Of course, you know, there's speculative things that real investors get into that sometimes make you sweat bullets. But if you're investing into good assets, you know, things that literally, this is a saying that's out there, and I don't mean to preach, but I think this is the time to actually have this discussion with everybody. But the saying goes, invest in technology that has the potential to change the world, and then sit back and literally give that technology time to change the world. You guys have to understand that things take time to grow. Technology doesn't just happen over, like, or I should say technology does sometimes happen like that, but things that are going to change the world, I should say, don't just happen overnight. It takes time. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. So you gotta give things time if you're really, truly, honestly calling yourself investors into whatever asset that you're investing into. So I first wanted to give you guys that. Again, we could do that even with the NASDAQ. It doesn't go back as far, but on the monthly, you can see on the NASDAQ, it's up and to the right. Yeah, there's been a lot of volatility. Again, we're on the monthly. So these monthly candles, guys, every one of these candles, I mean, I'm not saying that the hurt and the pain isn't there. It's definitely there, but you know, I'm seeing nothing but up and to the right. If you have a long enough time horizon, none of this matters. None of this matters. And I just kind of want to reiterate that with you guys again. This is the SPX. SPX is more tightly tied, or I should say represents more technology-based stocks because they're weighed a lot more with tech stocks. But as you can see, even throughout here, guys, up and to the right. I mean, honestly, if your relatives before you 2, 3, 4 generations, whatever it is, you know, go far back. You can go far back. If any one of them just invested and held, none of us would be talking to, like, you probably wouldn't be watching a YouTube channel. You just, I mean, honestly, you'd be filthy, stupid, rich. You'd be, you know, none of this would matter to you. But honestly, and you know, I could simply do this to kind of show you guys what I mean by that. I'm just going to pull any point from here, right? Let's just say somebody back in 1896 in my family tree was smart enough to invest in, you know, a basket of the Dow Jones or whatever. You know, it's not nearly going to be as explosive as crypto. This is a traditional market, but look at that percent gain. Can you guys see that? Look at that percent gain, guys. We're talking about 133,602% to the upside throughout all of this BS, guys. So again, I just kind of want to first start off with that. I'm not going to stick around and linger on this topic for very long. We're going to move on and cover a couple of other things on the Dow Jones chart, but I kind of wanted to start with that, okay? We're going through some hurt right now, and yeah, different strokes for different folks. You got to do what you got to do to protect yourself, especially if you're overweighted. If you're, what's going on, ER? Gamma. I'm just going to call you Gamma right there. Inflation, by the way, inflation is coming right back. Inflation is coming right back, guys. And then that's what I'm going to get into here in a minute, David. Always appreciate I appreciate that. I'm trying to keep up with chat because I'm doing this solo dolo today. Yeah, David, the only, like, it's simple to see on the chart, right? Only way is up right now. So with that inflation question, let me go into the next part of what I wanted to talk on this chart. And I want to show you guys something, okay? And I got to bring up a handicap for me. I want to share with you guys. Let me see here. Let me reduce this so I can actually see the chat still. Oh, I'm doing it wrong. There we go. So here's something I want to share with you guys. Okay. Dow Jones. This is the Dow Jones. We're going to zoom out again. Okay. And I have a lot of things charted here. And again, I'm just going to bring you guys down to earth and let you guys see how I perceive the markets, how I perceive these opportunities, dare I say. Guys, let me explain to you guys what these boxes represent. Now, I've been going back because I am a chartist / I lean more as a fundamentalist, but I love charting. I love taking data and I love analyzing data. And I do it with all kinds of data. One of these things that I did this morning, this was early this morning, was, I was really curious because I think Cryptos R Us or George shared something just recently where it shows how the markets react to world conflicts. And being the title of our stream today, I kind of want to cover that today. In my own way. So each one of these boxes, guys, represents a significant time of world conflict. I'm going to explain to you guys what these boxes are and which ones they are going forward. So back here in 1914 and 1918, if you guys don't know your history, that is when World War I, or that is the time frame for World War I. Again, a lot of stuff happened in World War I. We're not going to go all of that. The focus and the point of it all is, guys, look at the Dow Jones, okay? What happened throughout that time? Inflation kicked in and stocks rose. Lots of stocks rose. Again, different picture. It was a whole different landscape. It was a whole different market. It's a whole different world back then, right? But it still holds true to how the market reacts to world conflict. Yo, what's I appreciate it. Oops. No, I already did that. Let me catch up with chat again. So that's how we reacted to World War I, okay? The next thing I want to point out to you guys is this next box right here, which starts in 1939 to let's see, 1945, I believe. Guess what time frame this was? This was World War II. Now, yes, we had massive sell-offs because, again, the markets evolve, right? Things are changing. There's new products out there. There's new stocks for people to invest into. And yeah, we also saw a really big sell-off here. Again, I'm just looking at like world conflicts, significant world conflicts. And I'm not going to, we'll talk about this some other day. But we did have a dip right here. But what happened? What happened after, in the middle? We found the bottom and we rallied higher than where we started, okay? We rallied higher than where we started. Okay, so I love measuring the 200 SMA, failed the SMAs back in World War II, dipped down low, kind of like we're doing right now with all the fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the markets. And then what happens, guys? Boom, there's a rally. With every pump, there's a dump. With every dump, there's a pump. That's the way the markets move. So I know there's some pain right now, but if you guys aren't following along already with what I'm saying, I'm gonna give you a couple of more examples here, okay? So this next one here, let me go back to my cheat sheet again, is from 1950 through 1953. And I actually have relatives. In both of these right here. I can't trace back to World War I, even though I'm sure I do have relatives that were obviously in that war as well. But my grandfather fought on this war, and this war right here is the Korean War. What happened during that time? Up. The markets didn't even phase. We just went up. Can you guys guess why that is? What's going on, fellas? Thank you guys for joining the stream. Can you guys guess why that is? Because war is money. That's the truth of it. It's really pathetic and it's really sad on a humanitarian level and a humanitarian viewpoint. It's really, really sad. Because war means loss of life. War means tragedy and bloodshed and sadness. In my view and stuff like that. But as an investor, as somebody that's in the markets, war means money. And war means excuses to inflate money and or print inflate stocks as well. Like war brings a lot of different opportunities for a lot of different industries. It's unfortunate, but that's the truth of the matter, guys. So look at these wars. Okay, World War I, World War II, Korean War. All it's doing is going up. Yes, we've had we've had dumps through it, but we actually end up rallying higher than when we start our conflict. Guys, look again, World War I, dump, pump. You know, dump, pump. World War II, dump, pump. We start higher than when we end up higher than when we started. Same thing with Korean War, pump. Let's go on into the next big war, okay? It's important. I know I seem like I'm preaching, guys, but I want to bring perspective to the Cosmos ecosystem, especially you cosmonauts, guys. I feel for you guys. This is what the channel is all about. I want to give you guys perspective. I want you guys not to be shook or sell for a loss when you don't need to. Again, different strokes for different folks. If you guys need your money to sell your boat, definitely do so. Never go broke overreaching or overextending, guys. Make sure you guys are always in profits. But I want to share with you guys this honest truth, guys. This next bit that we have right here is a much longer time frame, guys. Guess, of course, which this war was. This was the war of all MFs that screwed a lot of things, was the Vietnam War. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Gamma. This is the Vietnam War. Now, the Vietnam War pretty much lasted from 1960 to 1975. It was a very long war, especially in comparison to, you know, the mass wars that we had in the World War I, World War II, and excuse me, in the Korean War. Then we had Vietnam. You know, that was 15 years of war. Well, take a look, guys. Take a look at what the market did. For a vast majority of the time from when we started or entered into that conflict, market or stock prices went up. I was going to say number go up. Number went up. Crazy, right? Yes, we had volatility, and throughout all conflict, you're going to have volatility. But when you look at that, remember, as an investor, not a human being, take the emotions out of it. Take the emotions out of it when you're thinking with your investor hat on. As an investor, let's like pretend that we're investor robots, right? Emotions don't matter. If we analyze the data, if we take in all that we can as far as past trends and what previous market action has done with the same kinds of conflict, what should we be telling ourselves? What conclusion would we reach? Probably more than likely, number go up in our stock. If we're in a good position, if we're in good stocks. Now, not all of them, right? There's, you know, people speculate to get that high reward. But if we're in good stocks, always a caveat. If we're in good positions, more than likely number go up. More than likely. Actually, matter of fact, we can take another measuring tool right here and just go, you know, I'm just going to average from here when we entered that conflict. You can see I can just draw a line from the bottom here is when we started. That was the only time that you were down right here. Boom. The rest of it was higher than when you started the conflict. Was higher than when you started the conflict. You guys catch what I'm saying? What's going on, Bren? Sorry, even have my glasses on. I still couldn't see it. What's going on, B? But yeah, you guys see what I'm saying here? This, again, we can go into a couple of other ones, but I think you guys get my point here. This is from 2001. I think 2001, that was the invasion of Afghanistan. Actually, to be honest with you guys, we're still kind of in that conflict. Like we're still kind of there. And if I zoom out on the charts, guys, what have we done since entering that point on the charts? Right there. I'm just like, you know, I'm not getting exact numbers, but to where we are right now with the Dow Jones, that's still up 1,161% in the traditional market, guys. Yes, that was over a time span of multiple years or whatnot. But like, again, if you look at these, I hate to call them opportunities, but with my investor hat on, that's what they are. War creates opportunities, especially for long-term actual true investors, right? And for companies. That's literally what happens. It's unfortunate. My humanitarian, my human being hat, my you know, I don't want to put out my own religious beliefs and stuff like that, but the spiritual side of me and the humanitarian in me, I hate war. I hate it. I'm sorry I swore. I hate it though. I really do hate it. I don't want to see any one of my fellow brothers and sisters, we're all human, be hurt, you know, like for no reason, you know, or for a reason at all. Like it's stupid. Democracy should always win, but I understand it. You know, I understand it. It's inevitable. I understand it. You can't change everybody, but that's just me. But we're talking about investing in money, right? And your portfolios, guys. So when you guys are looking at the situation of war, please keep in mind what it's always done for the market. I'm not giving you my opinion. It's true. It's right here in front of your face. Please do your own research and you know, come to your own conclusions. But I'll tell you right now, the charts don't lie. The numbers don't lie. You know, history, you know, unless the speaker is lying, history don't lie. The person telling it might lie, but I'm showing it to you guys right here. Conflict creates opportunities, and so far in the traditional market has created upside more than not. More than not. Yes, there's volatility throughout that opportunity. And yes, there is a lot of patience involved in that. But, you know, it's there, guys. It's right there in front of your face. It's right there in front of your face. So I just kind of want to share that with you guys for the first part of this stream. I know this might be a little bit of a longer stream and a little bit more of a rantiest kind of stream because of what's happening. I think we, you know, again, this is a heart-to-heart stream. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just me sharing with you guys my perspective of the markets. And again, I've been doing this for some time, guys. I've been in the traditional market. I have real estate investments, multiple properties, medical business that I run, you know, along with crypto and the stock markets and stuff like that. I'm not saying, oh, I've done so well or whatnot, but I'm letting you guys know I've been here for a while. You know, I get this. I've been through these things. You gotta separate the emotions. You gotta separate especially if I'm going to give you guys any kind of, I don't want to say advice because I can't give you financial advice, but person to person, stop listening to a lot of people, like including myself. Do your own research. Do your own research. It's good to like do your homework and stuff like that. But like when your friends or families or people have absolutely no idea or not involved into investing or anything like that, don't listen to those people because they don't know shit. Like, let's be honest with you. That's like listening to somebody that look, I made money on Doge, but that's like listening to somebody who doesn't know anything about crypto that bought Doge on Robinhood, try to tell you how to manage your portfolio. Nothing against you Doge holders. I made a lot of money on Doge, but yeah, like I'm just comparison, right? Like, come on, guys. Let's be real about what we're dealing with here. So, another thing I want to point out to you guys, and then we'll move on, guys. Again, I've been doing this strategy with multiple different assets. Again, I'm well diversified. So obviously I do it for everything. But I like to use my strategy of when the 200 SMA breaks and how far those dips can bring that asset class or that chart that I'm looking at now. I've shared with you guys this on Adam's chart. And again, we'll get to that in just a second. I kind of want to show you guys what I've been measuring here. Again, I've measured for some time now, average moves below the 200 SMA. Now, I'm not talking about when the SMA acts or when we start failing from the top. I'm talking about when on this yellow line right here on the charts, when we fail the SMA like we did right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. When we fail the SMA like we did right here, and when we stayed below it for a certain amount of time. Now it had to stay below the 200 SMA for at least 20 to 30 days. Those are the only measurements that I really cared about. I really don't care about the wicks in and out. I call that threading. But I cared about significant actual moves that could correlate to, price action when we actually do see capitulation in these charts or in the market. So again, I'm just going to share this with you guys so you guys get perspective on your crypto assets, because I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, the stock markets, it has a lot to do with it. So again, guys, let's just cover this real quickly. I'll fly through it, I promise, and we'll get on to the Cosmos ecosystem and everything that I'm seeing in that space. Based on all of these measured moves, guys, I've basically got an average move below the 200 SMA. Once we break and fail the 200 SMA, I'm sorry, it was the on the daily time frame right here again, on the yellow line, guys. I know that weekly showed you something different, but once we fail on the daily time frame, the 200 SMA like we did right here, and we are not able to recapture it, once we fail and break below, the average move that you can expect for the Dow Jones is right around 20.99. So basically 21%. And that would bring us to right where this white line is, guys. The Dow Jones could fail and bring us all the way down to right here on this white line, which is right around $27,638. Now, again, that is where you can expect a floor. That's not saying that we absolutely, and again, for all of these charts, that's not saying that any one of these absolutely has to come down there or that it will come down there. We could fall short or we could extend just a little bit before that. But again, if you're a dollar cost averaging practitioner, if you guys are out there, restacking your bags and wondering where the floors might be for some of these assets, I'm telling you right now, we could start seeing rounding happen or recovery start taking place based on previous price action in the past, right around here, which is 21% below the 200 SMA. Again, guys, we could fall short right here and then reverse, and or we can just hit it exactly and then move on, or we could wick below it just a little bit and keep going. But on average, if you're practicing a DCA strategy for the Dow Jones, you can expect it to start rounding or start recovering right around here. That's $27,638, brings us below about 21%. Let me share with you guys the NASDAQ. Again, I did this for everything that I'm involved with, guys. Anytime the 200 SMA has failed and we were not able to recover, or we had a world event, a black swan or, conflict, like I just got done sharing with you guys, the US index or the NASDAQ shows us that in previous price action on the charts, 26.27 total average move down below the 200 SMA. And guys, this is over a span of 20 years. So this is good data. This is strong data, guys. If you guys are involved in the NASDAQ, you guys can expect it to bring us down 26.27%, which would be right around 11,154, guys. Again, we could calm down, fall short from actually hitting that and rally, and or we can come down exactly to there and then rally, or we could wick just a little bit below that. I'm not telling you that this is the absolute floor, but based on previous price action, based on math and based on averages, that's when we could be expecting a recovery to start taking place, guys. That's a pretty good amount move to the downside, guys. That's a significant amount move to the downside. What's up, Nick? What's up, Brian? What's up, man? But yeah, that's a pretty significant move to the downside for the NASDAQ. We're going to go into the SPX here, guys. Again, I'm just going to kind of fly through this. If you guys want to practice this, do your own homework, and you guys kind of want to make sure I'm, correct with my averages, feel free to do so, guys. It's a really good, I'm teaching you guys what I do, and it's served me very, very well with my portfolios, guys. If you guys want to practice this, go out there on TradingView, whatever charts that you guys use. Take the 200 SMA, take the 50 SMA. It's real easy, or the EMAs, whatever you guys prefer to use. I like to use the SMAs. But take them and measure them once they break. Don't take it from the top, because that's not a true visualization of what you can expect. We want to be actually taking a point of reference that can be transferable to all of these calculations, right? So I chose the 200 SMA. It's a really good SMA to use. Take it from when it breaks and measure your move down and see how far down it takes you before a recovery starts happening. Again, make sure they're significant. So I use about 20 days, no less. If it's little wicks in and out, like here on the charts where we wick, I don't count them, because that's not true. That's not true dumpage. That's not true FUD out there. So I took 20 days or more. And again, on the S&P 500, what we can expect if we get some really good dumpage happening, guys, is us to come down to right around $3,472, which is 21.81% total average move down once the 200 SMA is broken. Again, guys, this is an average of 20 years price action. So pretty good, strong history and data for us to compile. Again, I didn't want to go too much more than the past 20 years, because technology and stocks and the overall landscape has definitely changed. So I want to use things that are still relevant. But again, in the traditional market, that's what you guys can be expecting. If you guys missed that, I'm not going to spend too much more time. Go back and watch the past 20 minutes or so of the video so you guys can get a good idea if you guys are in a traditional market. Again, let's move on to the DXY now. This is a super interesting chart. Again, this measures the strength of the dollar, right? The US dollar is basically the world reserve currency that we base everything on. If it shows strength, it's going to show reflection in the markets. This is what I want to share with you guys right here, okay? We're on the monthly for the DX. Now, I'm an American, obviously, if you can't tell by my outrageous accent. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. Even though I love America, I love the country that I live in. I love what it stands for. But in essence, I love, a lot of things. But there's a lot of things I don't like, to be honest with you as well. To be honest, the dollar sucks. I hate holding my US dollar. I absolutely hate it. Why? Because easily, by the charts, we're on the monthly time frame, zoomed all the way out from when we first started tracking this back in 1985. You can see that we're just losing strength ever since we went off the gold standard. It's basically, I'm going to say it, everybody says it about the crypto space, it's make pretend money. It's fictional fantasy money. You can print it whenever you want. It's make pretend money. That's what it is. Let's be honest. It's not backed by anything but paper debt and IOUs and whatnot. It sucks. It sucks, but it still has power. It still shows. It's, the chart of the DXY still shows. It still has its relevance in the markets and stuff like that. So you got to pay attention to it right now. Of course, like I said, while we're entering a conflict, that could actually lead into something significant. I know right now it's just kind of isolated between Russia and Ukraine, but the world markets are dealing with it, right? And other countries might also physically get involved and stuff like that as well. Obviously, all that stuff. If you guys don't follow geopolitical things, if you're an investor, I definitely suggest that you do so. You got to be in the know. But war creates opportunities. War creates profits for a lot of these a-holes. Look what's happening. Look what's happening with our dollar as we enter into a world conflict or deal with a world conflict. Isn't that crazy? Now, yes, we might rally, but the trend line that I have, which I start always with 2 touches and I project out, shares with me and shows me realistically that even if we have a strong rally, we're going to stop up right on here and then probably dump again. I don't see a fix for it. Much of you guys probably in the crypto space are here because you also share the same view, of the DXY or the dollar. I mean, it's a pretty long lasting chart, and we've been dipping and getting in more and more debt ever since God knows when. So I'm just a stiffler for charts and price action and history. And like I said, I'm not a narrator that's presenting the history that will lie to you. The history is the truth. It's right there in front of our face. It's more than likely just going to keep losing value. But yeah, guys, right now it is showing strength. I just kind of want to share that with you guys and share with you guys before we move on what the DXY looks like. Yeah, it is gaining strength, but only a matter of time before it probably fails yet again and does something like this. When it does something like that, though, guys, guess what our market is going to do? Pew! So just kind of putting it out there. Just putting it out there, guys. I'm not a crystal. I'm not a fortune teller either, so I don't know for sure, but charts don't lie. So let's go on into Bitcoin. Let's talk about Bitcoin because it has its place, right? I want to get into the Cosmos ecosystem. I know you guys are all dying for me to talk about how I'm viewing all of that, but let's talk about Bitcoin. I just can't stop myself. I just want to say Bitfinex, but yeah. Backed by bullets. Yeah, basically. I still don't understand why crypto are correlated to classical stocks. Well, to be honest with you, before I get into it, the reason why it is because we have option traders. It's because we have futures. That's why it is. It's unfortunate, but it's kind of like a byproduct of mass adoption. If we do want to grab, what we need as far as percent wise for the world population to adopt cryptocurrency, it's inevitable. It's going to first have to infiltrate the traditional market by being adopted in those kind of ways. First being futures, first being options, then futures, and then hopefully soon. And I do think the Grayscale ETF will probably more than likely have the most best chance to actually pass. But once we get a stock ETF, things will definitely kind of level a lot more out. But we have to first infiltrate the traditional market, and then we have to show the traditional market the innovations and the technology that is in blockchain technology, that is in these protocols or in the crypto space. And then people will slowly come on over. It was the same way. Honestly, I know a lot of people have already talked about this. It really was the same way with the internet, with the tech bubble back in the day when things really started to take off with tech. It didn't get it didn't get adopted like that. It really didn't. There was a lot of opposition. There was years of opposition for most tech things. They were calling it scams and things that will never last and all this other stuff. If you go back and even look at the telephone and stuff like that, like they were like, no, it's never going to happen, you know, blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, just look at Blockbuster. They're the greatest example, right? Just look at Blockbuster. You know, they're like, oh no, they could have bought Netflix and all this stuff. They were like, no, there's no streaming. Nobody's going to do that. People are like, it's just technology. You got to give technology that has the potential to change the world time to change the world. And it's inevitably going to happen. It's just a matter of time. So that's why that's actually correlated to, our cryptos correlated to the traditional markets, because we are just in the infiltration. Did I say that right? We're just infiltrating the traditional market right now. We're still stuck in that phase of trying to slowly creep into the door and then busting in there with our underwear and saying we're here for the party. You know, that's what we're doing, guys. But let's take a look right now, guys. We're going to share with you guys real quickly again, same thing that I just did with the traditional market on the Bitcoin's chart. If you guys are looking for the Bitcoin recovery zone, you can expect 36.45% average move down once the 200 SMA is broken over the past 10 breaks. Again, this is over the past, not 20 years, but over the past 11 years or so. I need to fix that. That wasn't even around for 20 years. Take that off. There you go. But that would bring us to right around $30,617. Again, where a lot of people are calling for recovery to probably take place. That is just based on the average moves down, guys. There's a lot of other reasons why people think that this zone might be a recovery zone, or why it may never go below that. I'm not saying that it never will go below that. Again, we could not even reach it and just carry on, or we could come to it, touch it, move on, or we could wick below it. I think personally there is a chance, especially if strong, fear comes in, that we see maybe $24,000 to $25,000 for Bitcoin's price, but it won't stay there very long. Like, it really won't stay there very long. It'll probably like wick through and then be bought up. There's a lot of price action and previous buys by entities around $20,000 to $30,000. So anything below that $30,000 range is probably going to be a hot zone. It's really going to be a hot zone of buy orders. And I think it'll be eaten up really, really quickly. Again, not a fortune teller. I don't know, but possibly. Let's move on over to Ethereum, guys. Again, I'm just covering these things because they affect Cosmos. They affect the rest of the crypto market. Of course, Bitcoin being the granddaddy, Ethereum being the first real adopted and the most used and highest TVL ecosystem for smart contracts. We have to talk about these guys, so please bear with me. Let me go here. For BC was created to kill those institutional. Yep, because trading whales and leverages that too. Space is filled with traditional investors. Yep. Not cyberpunks and not for technology. Yeah. You guys basically are agreed. I love that you guys all, I'm going to say you guys are all smart. You guys are all smart like me, man. You guys, when I look over at the chat, usually I'm like, yep. I agree. I totally agree. Like, God, it's so nice to be around smart people just like me. And I'm just joking, guys. We're going to go out into Ethereum real quick. Again, I'm going to just shoot through this real fast. Same strategy. Same measurements that I'm taking. We can expect an average move down based on the 200 SMA breaking, yada, yada, yada. You guys heard that spill. 48.88% is the average move down that we can expect, maybe possibly finding a floor. For Ethereum's price, that would bring us to $1,800, right around $1,876 if I'm being exact for my measurement. So we could come down from where we are right now all the way down to here, find support and bounce in, and maybe even just go sideways through our winter or whatever it is that we go through. But I think right around $1,876, that's a hot zone for the Ethereum price action. I think that'll get bought up really, really fast. Again, though, we can even wick through that. I mean, if we have something crazy happened with ETH. I mean, they have crazy stuff happen with the ETH protocol and stuff like that. Everything that's built on ETH. That's where you see all those hacks and stuff like that. We could wick through it, bring us all the way down to 1,500. I don't think, honestly, I think, here's my honest opinion. If we come down to like here, right around here, which was close to previous highs and close to previous support and resistance, that is our ultimate, like, that's our hot zone, like super hot zone. I think there's so much buy orders right there for ETH that, probably more than likely will be protected quite well. Again, right around here, Like, you know, I have that white line there, but if it's down below there, that's where ETH is going to get bought up all over the place. All over the place. That's why I'm such a strong supporter of the Cosmos ecosystem, because of VC. Yeah. We're gonna get into the Cosmos right now. Let me have my sip of coffee first. I got drink my coffee. Again, guys, I appreciate you guys sticking with me and going through what seems like a rant stream today. It's a unique time in the market. It really is. You know, when fear comes in, a lot of people start running around with their heads cut off, like, you know, and I don't want that to be you guys, especially if you guys are part of this community, part of the IBC gang. I want you guys to at least hear me out and at least, you know, get, not that I know anything compared, you know, I'm not saying anything like that, but like, I just want to give you guys some food for thought before you guys make your decisions. Make your decisions based on your own, you know, situation, different strokes, different folks. You got to take profits. You got to sell for a loss. I understand. Everybody understands. Don't be that dummy that gets wrecked because you don't know when to sell. Like, if it hurts, don't let it hurt more. Like, that's stupid, right? So yeah. Yep. Cosmonauts carry the spirit of OG maxis. Excuse me. Let's move on in to some Cosmos stuff, guys. Let's first start off. Again, I'm definitely not going to spend too much time on the Atom chart because I already said all of this in my previous live streams. You guys should already know this. Same thing. We could come down to 39.17%. That's basically, I'm just going to call 40%, even though we're not, you know, math. We should be above 39.5. But I'm just going to say 40%. You can see I even did the average, like $18 to $20. We could come down to this white line right here, and obviously our long lasting support line, which is right around $18 to $20. It looks like we might be doing that right here on the daily time frame, guys. So if you guys have not yet gotten an opportunity to get Atom or stack your bags before all of the developments are happening for the Atom token and the Cosmos ecosystem, that's where we could be expecting maybe the situation to start rounding and turning around. Again, we might thread through it, something like that. We might come down a little bit more and go up. But this is by average and by previous price action, basically where you should really start opening your eyes and paying attention to price action before we find some support or floor on the charts, guys. That's just not my opinion. That's just, I'm basing it off what we've done in the past, guys. I'm not just pulling that out of my ass. That's literally what we've done in the past. So again, guys, I'm going to start my own personal DCA strategy because I think you can never have enough Atom, especially what's happening here soon. I'll deploy my first, and I'll go in phases of 4, my first quarter of set aside funds for buying Atom right around there. I'll set another one right around here, which will be 10, you know, or 15. I don't even know what I want just yet, but it'll be like 15, 35, and then 50% down here or something like that, something major. My strategy is always to reinforce my position with more positions. I'm not exactly sure what I want just yet, but again, you guys get it. I'll go buy 4s and just kind of dollar cost average, because if we do get that crazy world event, that world war, you know, whatever, you know, I want to be able to buy it, and I want to be able to buy it in force. So again, guys, that's how I'm doing it. That's what I see happening right now for Atom. Let's move on over to Secret, guys. Same thing with Secret. Guys, we could, in all honesty, I know a lot of you guys love your privacy coins, but I'm going to give you guys honest feedback. You know, this is based on math. I'm sharing with you guys right now. I'm super bullish on Secret. Privacy coins, man, especially in the Cosmos ecosystem, you can't get enough of it. Look, I wish you guys would have done better with your guys' drop, with your silken shade and all that stuff. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. Honestly, what we're looking at right now, though, we could see a move 72.11%. All wicks matter. I should make that a shirt. I know, it's so cool. I came up with a trendy thing. All wicks matter in this game. Now, I could give you a different variation of this, but since I wanted to take everything into account, we came down like strong. Like, I think this was definitely a unique situation here, but I had to count it. It's real. We could do that. You could see 72.11% average move down, which would bring us all the way down to $1.42 if we have strong fear coming on the market. Now, I'm not saying that we necessarily have to come all the way down there. Again, just like everything I said, we can come down here and not even touch it and move on. We could honestly, not even do that. We could just kind of do this and carry on underneath the 200 SMA for a little while, kind of like we did in this section right here, where we just kind of like hung out just below it for a little while. We could do that even too, because there's a lot of hype with secret, right, and privacy coins and stuff like that. But the possibilities are there, and I got to share with you guys all possibilities. If we come down here, and we don't count this wick, we probably more than likely will end up somewhere around $2 and anywhere between $2.50 and $2.75 before catching a recovery. But since I counted that humongous wick right there, that is averaging us all the way down to 144. So again, guys, we might do this, we might do this, and then we might wick through it and do that. But I'm super bullish on Secret. I like a lot of you guys. Don't sleep on the Secret network. If you guys have been able to claim your airdrop for Shade, and you guys are preparing, to get in to the whole network with Silk and all that other stuff, guys, let me know how you guys been dealing with that, because I haven't even been able to claim my airdrop, and I'm not wasting my time because I've tried it twice and I'm not doing it again. But hopefully all that stuff gets fixed. Hopefully all that stuff gets fixed. Are you wick shaming? I'm not wick shaming. All wicks matter, sir. All wicks matter. Guys, by the way, I'm gonna make that, you know what? I'm gonna make that. Check out. This is whatever. I'm going to just put it out there. I'm shamelessly self-promoting right now. We're going to be putting out merch here soon. Check it out, guys. This is the first mock-up shirt, and it's not the finalized thing, but this is our first mock-up shirt. I don't know if you guys can see that. Ew, look at that. Not too shabby, huh? Not too first of a kind. First of a kind. It's not the best. It's not the final product, but yeah, no, yeah. It's cold. It's raining. I was like, I'm going to throw on the shirt. It's not available yet, so I'll let you guys know. But honestly, guys, what we're going to do with profits of these shirts, I put my foot in my mouth, so I might as well let you guys know. We plan on being able to give back to the community with like a good % of profits for this shirt. Obviously, it helps me grow the YouTube channel with sales of these merchandise and shirts and sweaters and stuff like that. But we're going to be taking, you know what? I'm just going to let the cat out of the bag. Shoot me, Nick. Yell at me later. You guys tell Nick just to deal with it, because Nick's going to hate me for letting the cat out of the bag right now. But here's a little alpha, okay? I was going to drop this later, but this channel is all about the IBC community. It's all about you guys. It will always remain about you guys. Yes, if a byproduct of our success and we actually do take off, hopefully in the YouTube space, and we could sell some shirts for trying to support the company and stuff like that and support the Cosmos community. Great, but the focus is you guys. So it's always, everything we do has to have a hook to where we can give back to the community. Like 1000%. We'll always have some kind, some way, somehow a way to give back to the community and the people that are in the Cosmos space, because without you guys, none of this shit matters. I'm sorry I swore again. I'll never get to 1,000 monetized because YouTube's going to hate me, but like really none of this would matter without you guys. So each one of these, when we do finally launch and when we have product out there, a certain amount of it, a good portion of all profits are going to go into a stake fund, which is going to be fully transparent for everybody to follow along with. And we're going to be doing giveaways every month with the rewards that we get for the stake funds, guys. That's like, honestly, we want to give back and make people's lives different here, whether it be from our insight, whether it be from our, our community, or whether it be from a byproduct of catching on YouTube or selling shirts. Like, we want to promote the Cosmos ecosystem, IBC protocols and whatnot, because let's be honest, Cosmos does a horrible job. I'm talking about all IBC enabled stuff. They do a horrible job with promoting stuff. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff in the work. I don't want to say anything more than that, but like, just think of this way. We got a DAO in the works. We got a lot of stuff in the works. So do us a favor again, share this stream, subscribe. You guys can win crypto. Make sure you follow us on social media with Twitter. Nick can link that in the feed here. But yeah, I did it, Nick. I let the cat out of the bag beforehand. I didn't let all the details out, but I did it. Now everybody knows. Yeah. Look at Nick. ... He's gonna kill me later. Yeah, I know. I had to say it, man. This is the time to come together as a community. Things are looking, so we got to come together and let people know, like, we're here. Like, honest to God, we're here for you guys. We're here. And I want to have you guys on the show too. All of you guys. Eventually, I want to have people on the show and talk about stuff, how it affects other people and their point of views. I don't want to just talk to like, you know, other YouTubers and personalities and stuff like that. Really, none of this matters without you guys. So I want to talk to everybody else out there eventually. If you guys are part of the Discord, that's the best way to get involved, guys, and maybe get on to a stream if you guys want to do so and talk about how things are in your region of the world, wherever you are, how it looks like for your portfolio. How are you viewing your portfolio? What you're most invested into in the Cosmos space, guys. I want to know all of that. And it's all about you guys. So yeah, dropping some alpha right there. Dropping some alpha, people. Alpha. Let's go on in. Is there, I didn't do Akash. Let's do this, guys. It's real simple. Akash is dipping. Like, Akash has been dipping for a long time, and it's not hard to see. I did the move before with the 100 SMA because we don't have as long as a time frame for the 200 SMA to be on the charts for Akash. I'm super bullish on Akash. And what they're trying to do. I'm not going to lie, I'm super bullish on them. It's going to take time for them to actually get adoption and to work out the kinks. But again, if you know, I'm super bullish on them long term. But again, on the 100 SMA and using that same strategy, you can see that we're basically where we should be finding a floor. Again, could be kind of a jaded thing because Akash has seen a lot of pressure since launch, basically, although it's had a really good rally. But using the 100 SMA and ever since it breaking and not recovering, we can see that we only have really two measurements to go by: 40.64, 60.57, and that gives us an average of right around 52.10. That average is just below where we are right now, right around 0.93 cents. We're at 99 cents right now, so we could come down. Look. Actually, just to show you guys how not bullshit this is. Like, I know this could break still too, especially with the Akash, right? But look how that wick came exactly down to this line and shot back up. Like, I didn't do this just now with that line. I didn't just like plop it right there. Like, it's crazy. If you actually practice this strategy on all of your charts and your investments, guys, it works out really well. Take the biggest SMAs that you can on your charts and just chart that. Like, literally chart that. It'll give you a really good idea of where you could expect turnarounds or possible floor scenarios. Now, again, I say possible because nobody knows. Nobody knows. We can just use previous price action and what's been shown to us in the past to, you know, get good estimates and good ideas of where or what might happen in the future. So again, guys, try to practice that as much as you guys can on your guys' charts. So again, kind of crazy how it just wicked right down to that line. And so far it's been holding up. Hopefully I was correct. Maybe we wicked through it just a little bit. And then, you know, we kind of do something like this. Like I said, there's always that possibility that we come down just a little bit more and then try to retest. Hopefully it holds up as support and we kind of just go on our way through our winter if we have a winter, and hopefully to the upside later on, possibly. Hopefully, fingers crossed, right? I'm super bullish on Akash though. Don't sleep on it. Get all the cursing out of your system while you're still flying under the radar. Yeah, while I'm still under 1,000, like look, I'm telling you guys, right when we hit 1,000, it's gonna be like a whole new. I'm gonna have a buzzer. You guys will be able to buzz people. I have like a dog shock collar and stuff like that. When you see me, like get ready to swear, guys. You look, when we put out our DAO and stuff like that. If you guys get our governance token, everybody gets shipped a shocking button. I'll wear it. You guys just be like, yeah. What are the benefits to holding a governance token? Shock the interviewer, shock the YouTuber. But yeah, that's what we got for Akash, guys. I know, I'm sorry, I'm being goofy. It's long-winded. I get it. I understand. Look, whatever. I'm just going through my trading view. Like, guys, I'm telling you, I'm well vested. Everything I have on here is because I hold. But yeah, I'm well diversified, guys. Anything else that you guys want me to cover before I jump into OSMOSIS and their charts on TradingView? I want to point this out. This is part of the Cosmos ecosystem. I want to point this out to all the naysayers or whatnot. This is the UST chart. All of you guys are like, it's going to lose its peg. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, look. We're on the daily. It's held its peg super nicely. Look how nice that's held, guys. In fact, look at that wick to the upside on this daily. Whew. My $1 is worth more than $1 right now. Look at that. But anyway, we're going to move on over real quickly to the OSMOSIS tab. Guys, do you guys have anything you guys want me to cover in OSMOSIS? Of course, we're going to talk about Juno right now, guys. Juno's trading at 26.87. Really, really good level right now. Let me share with you guys. If we go out onto a zoomed out like view of the charts, right now, all we're doing is still just ranging. We're just ranging right now. Yes, there's a possibility. I do think that we might actually, okay, I'll talk about DVPN, Nick. I do think that we could come down probably to like 25, maybe even if we see things kind of escalate quickly, with Russia and all that stuff, maybe we come down to 25-ish. But again, guys, we've seen a lot of support so far right around this range, and we had a huge exchange buy right around this range. So again, just watch for price action to retest support levels. Not to say that those support levels can't be broken. If they do break, I wish I actually had a traditional chart to chart this for you guys. But if we do break, just look at, again, previous support and or resistance. We could come down to right around here. That's our next level of support. If we get to $20 to $21, guys, that's a really good level, and probably more than likely will hold up for Juno. I'm just, if that fails, just to give you guys an extra place to look for a landing pad, $14 to $15 is going to be the absolute floor, guys. Absolute floor, I think, for Juno. I don't think that you're going to get that opportunity, to be honest with you. I think that we just kind of go sideways within this range here, about $25 to $30 for some time, and then we just kind of carry on. We just carry on, especially with what's happening with Juno Swap and Raw that might or might not be dropping on the 28th. Just raw speculation, guys. Just raw speculation. Have we talked about what are we trying to catch up? We need to talk about DVPN, Nick says. Let's bring up DVPN. Let's go down here, actually. It's easier. Oh, did I actually have, it should be on this chart. It should. Why don't I have DVPN on this? Guys, how are you guys feeling while I'm looking at this, guys? How are you guys feeling with your guys' profile? Like, are you guys panicking? What do you guys think is, what do you guys think is the outcome to all of this? What is your guys' personal opinion? What do you guys think is happening? Are you guys selling? Have you guys sold? Are you buying this dip? Sorry, I'm looking for DVPN. I thought I had it on here. Oh, you are not. Oh, dude, it's right in front of my face. It was right in front of my, excuse me. So again, something I've been charting for a long time as well. 600 UMEE airdrop into my wallet for playing on testnet. I didn't get it. I swear, UMEE. No, that's my own personal fault, though. Whatever. I went and played, but obviously not enough on the testnet. But I didn't even get the airdrop. I don't know. I'm not gonna stress it. It's whatever. But yeah, good for you, man. Good for you, David. Raw will be a good birthday gift if dropped on the 28th. Is it your birthday on the 28th? Guys, early birthday. That'd be cool. That'd be great, man. Happy early birthday. Just in case. Trying to decide if I should buy this dip or wait. I definitely think waiting is never bad. Waiting is never bad. DVPN guys, real quickly, as you guys can see, much like much like the chart we just looked at, to be honest with you, and with Akash, it's seen a lot of pressure. It's a really great project. And I'm super bullish on them as well. It's going to take time for their protocol to be adopted. It's going to take time for people to start switching on over to a more decentralized anything. So right now, right now it has to conquer this downward trend line. And it's one touch, two touch. We had close to a third touch there, but I just project out when we have those and just move on. In fact, I could even kind of adjust this to make it look a little bit better here and share with you guys this right here. This is the trend line that it needs to actually conquer, but it's 1, 2, and then we have that third touch there and almost one right there, I guess. But it's just been in a downwards trend. Be patient. It's down 13.48%. When DVPN dips, when the whole market dips, it gets hit real freaking hard. So I'm super bullish on it. There's some things actually happening for them fundamentally wise and all that stuff, but I'm not going to get into that because, again, we're just talking about charting today. But yeah, your guys' birthdays both on the 28th. Happy early birthday to both of you guys. Mine is in March. So yeah, the raw airdrop would be freaking awesome. And we got superfluid staking actually happening as well on OSMOSIS platform for pool 1 on the 28th. So guys, cool. It's real cool. One What else do you guys want me to cover? You guys want me? Oh, let's cover Luna real quick, guys. I don't think we covered Luna, which we definitely need to. We definitely need to cover Luna. Luna's still doing really freaking good. You guys got to understand that Luna, when you burn UST, Luna's gonna pump. When you burn Luna, UST's more than likely gonna pump. It's a great protocol. It's a great system that they have right here, guys. Take a look at that right now, guys. We're still just, this is the 200 SMA. Look how we came down there, tested it, boom, bounced off of it. Again, I've been doing my measurements for Luna as well. And if you guys don't know, I mean, it was just shy of $100 just recently, guys. Run a node on DVPN. I should. We're going to look into that, guys. We're going to get into, we want to be involved in as many ways as possible, like, to give back to the Cosmos ecosystem. So we are looking into launching nodes and stuff like that. I just don't want to get ahead of ourselves. First and foremost, I'm doing what I think, honestly, what I think is, and I'll get back to Luna in a second, but what I think is the most important thing and what would be the most beneficial thing. Tell me if I'm wrong too. I would really love your guys' input on this. I really would. I need feedback from the people that are in the space, right? I really do think one of the biggest things that anybody can do right now is to really spearhead, a promotion or marketing effort for IBC enabled protocols. They don't do it. I'm being very, very honest. They don't do it very well. None of them do. I'm bullish. The technology, the developers, everything is here. The people are smart here. Everybody and everything that we need is right here. It's just nobody knows about, the Cosmos ecosystem or IBC protocol and stuff like that because nobody puts it out there. Like, but like Solana, Crypto.com, Binance, Coinbase, all of these. Okay. Crow built using the Cosmos SDK, BNB built using Cosmos SDK. They made major partnerships, spent a lot of money advertising. Everybody knows about them because they're getting pushed, right? They're making an effort with marketing. One of the things that I'm being very honest, I'm bullish on a lot of IBC, most IBC protocols, but all of them suck at marketing. Y'all suck at marketing. I'm being very honest. Super suck at marketing. But I think, again, Nick's going to kill me, but I am spearheading an effort. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm spearheading an effort. Again, there's going to be a DAO that gets put out there soon. I'm just going to let you guys know that, where we are structuring a way that we can, advertise by putting out social media or informative promotions about different protocols. If they're not going to do it, we got to do it. That's the whole thing about Cosmos, right? They promote individuality, they promote sovereignty, they encourage people to pick up the torch and do it themselves. Like that's what, and then to stand on your own, right? That's what they want in the Cosmos ecosystem. That's what they've always tried to do. They let the technology do its thing, and then it's on you guys to pick it up and run with it, right? It's on other people to pick it up and run. So we're going to do it, guys. At least I am, and the IBC LLC here is going to do it, guys. We are trying to formulate a way that we can structure a DAO proposal so that we can start running focused efforts for the IBC protocols that are out there, all IBC protocols that are out there, letting people know and introducing it to the world, and also promoting like the simplest way to do it, because I used to sell t-shirts before back in the day for my other company, is by simply creating merch. Now it doesn't actually, because there's some that are legit companies, so you can't actually use that, like Persistence is a legit company and all this other stuff. But if you use the colors, you use the likeness, use the anybody can use a freaking astronaut or cosmonaut logo, whether it be like a graffiti or retro or whatever it is. There's 100 different ways an artist can do it, but we're still trying to structure that. We want to structure something that we can do something like that, and then also give people the ability to buy merch from a place that is involved in the Cosmos ecosystem, involved with IBC protocols, that are not just some Tom, Dick, and Harry, whatever person out there, in their garage printing Etsy shirts for their own bottom line, because we want to be able to give back if we're able to do this. So like I said, every bit of profit, a certain percent of profit, a good chunk of it will be put back into a fund, a staked fund, where every month we give back, we give away giveaways, or we give back to the community members that make the community go round, that make the effort possible, right? So we're trying to structure something, guys. Again, we want to make it so it is always about you guys, 1000% about you guys and everybody in the IBC and the IBC protocols. And you know, to be honest, that's even why I started the YouTube channel. It's just like, you know, like I don't need to do this, to be honest with you. I make a pretty good amount of stuff. I don't have to worry about this stuff, but you know, I believe in it. I believe in the people. I believe in the effort. I believe in the technology. I just really do think that their marketing sucks. So tell me if I'm wrong, guys. I really do think it sucks. But I think nodes are great and all that stuff. And yeah, we want to get into it. But like, I think the biggest thing that we could possibly do is to like promote and not do like NFTs and stuff like that. Let's be honest with you guys. Let's be honest. NFT drops and stuff like that are like, those are straight for like straight trying to make somebody money and stuff like that. Like we want to make it so it's about you guys. So we're trying to do that somehow, some way. But anyway, I'm kind of letting too much alpha out there. I don't have all the details just yet. We're still working it out with my team. But yeah, I'll let you guys know here, hopefully by the end of this month, where we're going with all of that, guys. Yeah, it's all word of mouth stuff. So yeah. But going back to Luna, I'm sorry, I'm ranting, guys. 200 SMA holding up real strong right now, guys. You know, it could quickly get back up, especially during a winter or a crab market or a bear market, guys. It could quickly get back up. Look at this daily wick, guys. Came right down there to 200 SMA, whoop, right back up. That's a strong hammer. Like, I don't know if that's even a hammer because that's not even a head right there. But man, look at that handle. Look at that handle. It's looking really good. If you guys ever wanted to get in to a buying section for Luna and you guys were bullish on Luna, like, look, this upward trend line held up for a long time. Right now we're underneath it. I don't think it's going to take much effort at all for it to recapture the upward trend line and just kind of be on its way. And then you guys are going to be like, damn it, I didn't get into it again. You could possibly be getting into a good position right now. Again, I would like to see maybe a retest. I don't buy into the green. I buy into the red. That's just me, not financial advice. But you guys could, you know, maybe start deploying your own DCA strategy, get your toes wet here and then wait for a retest and then, you know, see what happens. Again, I'm structuring myself based on dips that we could possibly realistically, if things happen with Ukraine and Russia and everybody else, we could go down to 25.50 basically. And, you know, that's where I'm looking for a huge buy order. But yeah. I know, guys, I'm ranting. I'm sorry. I'm so appreciative of you guys sticking around with me though through my rants. I'm not like a professional shiller or anything like that, like some of these other YouTubers. Not dissing them, but let's be real. So, you know, I don't have a structure. Sometimes I find myself going down a rabbit hole. Did I talk to you guys about Secret? I did talk to you guys about Secret. Comdex. Comdex is really interesting right now, seeing some really good sell pressure. Again, I'm actually of the mindset of right here is a really good place to buy. In fact, I thought like $2 was a good place to buy realistically, but anything underneath that is definitely a good place to buy for Comdex. I'm super bullish on synthetic assets. In fact, I wish right now that their platform was out because I definitely would have bought some synthetic gold, silver, and oil. Frick, I wish, like, come on now. Like, I wish we could have done that. Comdex, speed things up a little bit. We want to take advantage of your synthetic assets. I mean, right now would have been a good... Guys, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, look at gold. Pew! Silver. Pew! Oil. Pew! Or, I'm sorry, this is soil. And oil, crude oil and soil, but whatever. I saw soil. U.S. oil. It's actually U.S. oil, not soil. You soil, not me. You soil. But pew, guys, if we could have gotten into some synthetic assets, come on, Comdex. I need you guys drink some coffee, drink some Red Bull. Let's get it going, guys. Oh, we got to go into stars. We got to go. Yes. GJ. That's such a hard thing to say. GJ. We will get into it. But again, for Comdex, guys, I think anything under $2 is a good DCA's start point. Again, I'm looking for massive buys around $1 or 10 cents. That was our previous low when we found ourselves with the big sell-off for Comdex. So again, guys, you want to retest previous support and a resistance. We had support here in the past. We had a major support right here when it launched on Osmosis. We should be buying right around $1 to $1.10 for sure. Again, not financial advice. That's just how I'm looking at it. Guys, we're going to go on over to stars. Look, here's my opinion about stars. Regardless of how it went up to 80 cents and it's come back down again. With what just happened with OpenSea and Ethereum, again, it's always an Ethereum protocol. It's always an Ethereum protocol when hacks happen and stuff like that. Stars and all of these other platforms that are NFT marketplace platforms in the Cosmos ecosystem have a really good chance to capitalize right now. There's a lot of taste in a lot of people's mouths with OpenSea and the Ethereum network, right? If Stars launches and they do it well, without, I'm just going to compare and be real, without the hiccup that Secret just recently had, something like that, Stars could really capitalize and really see momentum, really see a lot of momentum, guys. So I think Stars is a really, really good project. I think omniflix is a really, really good project. And I think, what is the other NFT? There's another NFT marketplace, which, forgive me, IBC Debs, I can't think of it right now. Yeah, you guys are going to put me on a pike and burn me with torches and stuff like that. I can't remember. Forgive me, IBC devs. I know you're out there. I just can't think of it, guys. What is the other one? I can't think of it. But all of these platforms that are going to be NFT marketplace. Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. Passage. How dare I forget about Passage, guys? Passage and Strange Clan. I'm super bullish on them as well. All of them, if they do well, they could all they have to do is capture TVL from a different ecosystem, obviously Ethereum, right? Once that happens, and especially once the bridge happens, bringing on over the TVL from the Ethereum ecosystem to Cosmos, that's going to be a really, really big potentially thing for a lot of these platforms. So that's what I think potential Stars has and all these other NFT platforms. But yeah, right now, again, guys, Stars had a humongous rally. If we dip down further, guys, right now is probably a good averaging start to position to start with. But again, I'm looking for pretty good buys right around 33 cents. If it ever comes down to right around 25 cents, I think you'd be absolutely blessed. That's 50% from where it's at right now. Again, I don't think that's necessarily going to happen because look at these right here. These are huge levels of support on the chart for Stars, guys. I think if it comes back there, you're going to see massive buys again right around these levels, which is 40 to 45 cents. I honestly really do think that's massive buy levels right there. But yeah. Like a gravel in your mouth. Yeah, it is. It really is. It really is. Is there anything else, guys, that I should be covering? I know I've been rambling for a long time, but I thought it was, again, I thought it was needed, guys, especially with the market conditions being what they are today. Ion getting super cheap again. Ion DAO, suddenly them working on it. Don't sleep on Ion and the potential that Ion has going forward. It's taking forever to load, so I'm just going to move on over. It was just recently, I think, it was just recently, guys, just the other day at $8,600. Don't sleep on how fast that moves. It moves super fast. It moved really fast up to $22,000, almost $23,000. The potential that Ion, NETA, and also, what is the new one? What is the new one that we just talked about just recently, guys? Marble have as scarce assets in the space just because of the scarcity. The potential is there, guys. Again, guys, not financial advice. Look at NETA right now. NETA looking super cheap, super duper cheap right now, guys. It fell from grace just recently. Just the other day was at just under $2,000 with 1948, guys. It's at $15.45 right now. It was at a low of $12.33. Obviously, anybody who bought right down there is already in massive profits. NETA is working on a DAO, working on some things. Again, has a lot of potential. Obviously, being launched on the Juno network, guys. Juno. I made a video. If you guys want to know why I'm so bullish on Juno and why I think everybody should at least consider Juno in their portfolio long term, go in my playlist and watch that video. I thought it was a really good video. Obviously, being kind of biased, but. I'm serious. I look at Juno and anything in the network, kind of like I see Ethereum back when Ethereum was, $25, $30 and Ethereum had its massive adoption, and growth, guys. That's how I'm kind of seeing anything in that ecosystem right now. So don't sleep on NETA. Don't think that just because the value has dropped right here, you guys got to remember it's a super scarce, asset. There's going to be a burn happening here in a couple of days. Don't sleep on it. I'm telling you right now, I still have some NETA. I got a good amount of NETA, guys. That NETA airdrop was like $30,000 worth. I'm trying to fly through it so we can close it out, guys. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. I really do. I really do. I bought NETA and already took profits. Yeah, marble. Anything else? Anything else right now? Do a show on how a DAO works. I should do a video. I think more of that. It's easier to do a video on how to. I got to do more of those, but I will. I definitely will. I missed the NETA airdrop. I'm thinking about getting some NETA during this dip because the remaining NETA is about to be burnt off. The raw airdrop is coming very soon, and Juno swap is. Yep. I agree, Sirius. I agree. I think those would be good moves. Good moves. I am myself also looking to accumulate just a little bit more NETA. Like I said, I had a really good amount of NETA airdrop to me. I have taken profits on NETA, and then definitely still saved a handful of them going forward, but that was already converted into a big bag of Juno. Yeah. Look at Ion. I just went over that a second ago. I'll do it again. Ion, guys, don't sleep on it. I was telling you guys, has massive potential, especially with Sunny and the team working on it and their DAO being formed and all that stuff. It moves really, really fast, guys. It moves really, really fast. And it's scarce, even though, they've changed a couple things in the tokenomics and whatnot. But it could come up. Like we just saw it raise up to just shy of $23,000. Could do it again. Could do it again easily. NETA, Marble, Ion, all of those could do that easily. So again, don't sleep on those. But that's what I got, guys. I appreciate you guys sticking with me and my rant today. Basic whole point of the whole thing is, look, if you guys can absorb the FUD, absorb the fear, absorb the BS that is out there right now, the charts are easy to read, super easy to read. Number go up. Time of war. These are times of war. World War I, World War II. What is this? What was this, guys? I forget what this was. Korean War, Vietnam War, when we invaded Afghanistan, and then, of course, our ongoing conflicts that we're dealing with right now. Times of war create in the stock market, in the markets, profit, opportunities for profit. Each one of these from when the war started or conflict started. Again, I'm being very real with you guys. Let me move my fat head. Every one of these, when it started compared to where it ended, has always produced an upside. Started, ended, started, ended, started, ended. Well, for the vast majority of this, but still started, and you are still on the upside right here before having that last dip, but eventually right after, you're in profits. Boom. And again here, started, dip, profits. Started, profits. Keep that perspective in mind. Do your own homework. This isn't financial advice. I appreciate you guys 100%. Do me a favor, like this video, subscribe, please subscribe. Help us get to 1,000. Share this video with your family and friends. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. You can find the links down below, and also join our Discord. We have a lot of fabulous people in there that bounce off ideas, that talk about things openly, and are all of like mind, guys. No negativity, no nothing like that. All trying to go in the same direction, all trying to support each other, because you guys are what matters. And that's why I do what I do. I hope you guys appreciate the videos. With that being said, stay blessed. Try to stay focused. Stay in profits. Peace. Get out of here. Enjoy your day, animals. Get out of here. Go on. Beat it. Do it. Stop looking at it.